good, y'all? What is good? I got a special video. For the longest time, I've been wanting to do some Sonic hot takes. Yes, some Sonic hot takes, guys. I've been wanting to do some Sonic hot takes for like the longest time, and it's just been crazy. It's just been so the amount of discussions, the amount of people been talking spicy about Sonic. I was like, look, can I join in? Can I join in? So I just want to say shout out Games Cage, Sam, bro. I low-key was not thinking about this. Is actually a good formula. This is a super good formula. So I'm actually gonna drag kind of do like some hot takes where I just like drag down what I want to say about the game, or drag down what I think is better than either one. But yeah, this gonna be good. This gonna be interesting. But before we even get to that, a couple of weeks ago, I went on Reddit just to see what are some of other people, Sonic fans, hot takes themselves. And I feel like we could just read some. I just want to read some, you know? I just want to read some. So I asked a question. What are y'all hot takes? What are y'all hot takes? I went on Reddit, asked some people, and I said, you know what? Let's read some. I even gave my personal one hot take. I asked Sonic with the Black Knight as a better game than Sonic Adventure 2. We'll get to that later, though. We'll get to my hot takes later. Right now, I just want to focus on reading some hot takes of y'all own. So yeah, let's just scroll down. Let's just see some hot takes of. I'm not gonna read all of them, of course. I'm not gonna like. Do y'all see how many comments there's 282. Yeah, no. We're just gonna read some. You know, let's just read some. Oh my goodness. Let's just see if y'all have some crazy hot takes. I want to see. And the craziest thing is, before we read some, I have not checked this, and I don't know what people have been saying. Give me hot takes. I just want to see some spicy hot takes. I'm not trying to see some Sonic 3 is worse than Sonic Mania or something like that. Like, both of them are S tier games, bro. Like, come on, bro. I don't want to hear something like that. I want to hear spicy hot takes. Let's get to it. Oh, there's a controversial one? Ooh, okay. Controversial. I didn't even know there was a controversial one. Okay. Actually, we might just click on that one then. Hold up. All right, let's start with this one. I'll start off with this one. Since this is the first one that came up as controversial. I even responded to this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them I actually did respond to, and I was like, okay. Sonic and AB are a good pairing, but I don't think they will last long term. Amy definitely feels like someone who would one day want to settle down and have her own family, and Sonic doesn't want to settle down. You know what's so crazy about that? I've been saying this for the longest time. I think they will be a good pairing. I even said this. Yeah, I can see that. I like the pairing, but long-term relationship. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I see a long-term. It's one of those situations where it's like, I feel like Amy will want to be have a whole family, like kids, house, and everything, and Sonic is just the type of person to go on adventures non-stop, literally non-stop, to the point where it's like he's just doing left right things, and it's like saving the world, going on a new adventure left and right, and it's like, I think AB wouldn't want to do that at times. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. So it's not really a hot take, but it's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. Okay. Let's scroll down some more. Let's just scroll down some more. Alright, let's see, let's see. Whew. I do not like how Sonic was portrayed in the movies. Whew. That's kind of a hot take. I've been seeing some people say they don't like Sonic's portrayal in the movies. I personally think he's okay. I think the first movie, he's not that good. Second movie, oh, actually, second movie is neutral. Third movie, I'm gonna be honest. Third movie, I actually literally love Sonic's character. So, if he's talking about like every single movie, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. But if he's just talking about like some of them, yeah. I like Sonic Prime more than Sonic X. Keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Sonic Prime and Sonic X is very interesting combos because I think Sonic Prime has the best rated Sonic show. Is the best rated Sonic show like out of any Sonic show. I think it's the only Sonic show I believe that has a 7 or higher on IMDb, and it has a high. It's the highest reviewed Sonic show. But Sonic X has probably the coolest things going on with them having all the characters pretty much there around that time. The action, well, I'm going to actually give Prime action, but the music in X is better. I do think these two are the best TV Sonic shows. But I personally, I don't know, cause I'm not rewatching Prime. I'm not rewatching Sonic Prime. I'm gonna be honest. After you watch Sonic Prime, it's kind of like, it doesn't make it any better with like having a bad ending. Not a bad ending, but like cliffhanger kinda. And then Sonic X is just peak when it has an ending, especially that last season 3. But combat-wise, it's better animated. It's better. That's a hot take, though. Prime is better than Sonic X. That I think it's a. I'm not gonna lie. Skip both of that. I'm gonna say Sonic with the Freedom Fighters is a better show than both of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The 2016 is where they did Sonic. That's not a hot take. See, I'm scrolling. I need to see hot takes, not takes like literally everybody on planet Earth has literally been saying the 2010s is the worst decade. That I need to see hot takes, y'all. Come on, y'all. The Sonic Boom cartoon is overrated. Whoa, what? Whoa. Wait. Wait. Okay. Wait. Huh? Saying the show is overrated is a crazy. That's kind of crazy. Whoa. It's not a bad. I do think it gets overly glazed a little bit, but saying overrated is crazy. Whoa. Let's get to some Sonic gaming hot takes though. I do want to see some Sonic gaming hot takes. I've been kinda talking about just the show right now, but like let's get to some Sonic. Fred teacher wasn't. Sonic Frontiers wasn't very good. When I say hot take, I need y'all to say Sonic Frontiers is garbage or something. Wasn't very good. Come on, bro. Whew. Forces is better than... Whoa. Whoa. That's a hot take. Wait a minute. Forces is better than colors? That's a hot take. Okay, okay. I don't agree with that at all, but I really don't. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But that's a hot take. I like that hot take though. I like the hot take because it's I don't agree with that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Colors is way better than Forces. It's literally way better than Forces. But that's a spicy take. What could he have said? Why does he think that? Oh, he didn't explain. Okay, he did not explain, but oh, that would have been a good way to explain. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been a good way to explain. Sonic Forces is better than colors? I can't see a world where I think Forces is better than colors. I'm so serious. I can't see a world where Forces is better than colors. That's that Sonic 06 is better than colors take that I've been seeing around. Sonic Heroes is more fun than both adventure. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. More fun is crazy. More fun is actually crazy. If you want to say better, that's even crazier. It's more fun than Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Ooh. That's a hot take. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. That's whoa. That's spicy. That's spicy. I can see it more fun than Adventure 2 by some areas and some gameplay material, but definitely not over Adventure 1. Definitely not over Adventure 1. Oh my goodness, that's a hot take. I like that though. Oh my, okay, see, we're getting into some good ones. We're getting into some really, really good ones. I like that. I really, really like that. The Sonic Movie 3 movie did Sonic Adventure 2 better than Sonic Adventure. I know I was just talking about the games right now, but low key, that's a hot take that I honestly might agree on. I was rewatching the Sonic 3 movie, and I was replaying Sonic Adventure 2. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There are some elements in Sonic Movie 3 where I'm like, I feel like they could have showed Shadow's character a little bit more. Giving him a little bit more of a spotlight, because he kind of wasn't really shown. He was in the movie. He was shown a lot in the movie, and I feel like he could have been shown a little bit more. They did cut out a lot of stuff with the jewels with Rouge not being there. But they portrayed Shadow and Maria friendship crazy better than Sonic Adventure 2. I would stand on that heel. It really did. And it was a lot more emotional in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I might agree on this. I'm gonna be honest. That's a hot take. Movie 3 does it. That's a hot take. Let me do one. Let me do two more, and then we can go. We could start doing my hot takes. All right. I want to see one that talks about the games though. We could keep talking about the. I like Sonic. W. No, cause like, why is that a hot take now? Why is that low-key a hot take? People literally be like, oh, I don't like Sonic. Like, relax. Sonic R is good and fun. I agree. I think Sonic R hates is kind of forced a little bit, because it's not supposed to be like this crazy big game. Like, it's just supposed to be them racing on foot. I like that. I agree with this take. This is kind of a hot take, but yeah, let's see. Superstars is better than Mania. Y'all know how much I love Superstars. Y'all know how much I absolutely adore Superstars. Let's see why. I find most boss fights tolerable, especially when using the emerald power to beat them faster. That's one thing I will stand on. People do not use the emerald power when they play Superstars. The emerald power is peak. That's one thing I will say that Superstars has that I will personally put over Mania. I think the Chaos Emerald's power up is super unique in the game, and yeah. Hey, for them, robot Chip's story is good. Have a skill issue. Chip's story is good. It's okay. It's just all over the place. It definitely spikes the difficulty, but it's okay. Well, especially it's better in Superstars. I mean, I feel like the Superstars is more platforming focused while still offering speedy gameplay. You lost me. You lost me. I don't think I don't know if I would say Superstars is better level design. I do think Mania level designs can be a little bit overglazed a little bit, because I've seen a lot of people talk about Mania's level design a lot, and I think Mania's level design is really, really good. I personally don't think Superstar level design is that good compared to like other Sonic games. It's definitely especially like later on. Sonic Superstars has a big issue where like it's really peak in the beginning, and then as it keeps going, I'm not saying it gets worse. I'm not saying that, but the level design kind of takes a little bit of a slower path. And some of the others, there's multiple interesting things that Superstar does take that I definitely think not makes it like on par with Mania. But again, I think there's some elements in Superstar that's better than Mania, but Mania's completely a better game, from characters, from level design to just, in my opinion, replayability, just a million% more replayability. Even though I think Superstars has good replayability, but Superstars is better than Mania. Spicy. All right, let's read one more gaming hot take. Dang, I went through all 200. Dang. We're gonna do one more gaming hot take. Just one more. There never should have been separation for classic and modern Sonic. After generation, the classic design should not be. Interesting. I've been seeing this take up on a lot of people. I don't know if I would say that. I would much rather say I kind of hope they do this for Superstar, since Superstars and Frontiers came out. I hope they do this. Modern Sonic should be for teenagers and adults. And kids is always gonna play Sonic games. I mean, that's just what it is. I think the classic Sonic games should be targeting kid Sonic. Not Kid Sonic. Should be targeting kids. Like, they should be making it a lot more kid friendly, but at the same time, give them some cool stuff. Like, I would love for them to have like a Sonic Rush type of feel towards it. A Sonic Superstars and Mania feel to it. Like, I want it to feel like this is childhood. Like, this is classic Sonic at its peak. Like, they definitely need to change some of the stuff for classic Sonic, but I don't think they should have said. No, I don't agree with this take. It's kind of a hot take, and I've been seeing some people talk about it, but I don't know if I agree with that. Just because I truly do believe classic Sonic is more for younger audience, while modern Sonic is for the older audience who wants to see newer things and cooler things, you know? Here we go. The Rush games are better than the classic games. So Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure is better than Sonic 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no. You're whoa. No. Whoa. I love Sonic Rush. I have yet to play Sonic Rush Adventures. If I can get that on the channel this year, that would be peak. That would be peak. Sonic Rush is a better game than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I don't even know if I put over 2 or CD. That's spicy. That's spicy. I can see why though. I can see why. The boost formula is really good, and I like how it gets introduced in Rush. I do love playing as Blaze. Blaze is a go-to character. Okay, I like that. I like it, but I don't. Of course, I don't agree with it. That's a hot take though. That's spicy. That's spicy. And I think we're gonna be done with just reading a lot of people's hot takes. I think it's time for my personal hot takes. Let's get to it. We read a lot of hot takes from people. Now it's time for me. It's time for my turn. You know, I'm not holding anything back, y'all. I'm not holding anything back. If this gets clipped, I don't care. If this gets on the internet, I truly do not care. And I want to be spicy with my hot takes. Everything I say is gonna be crazy, spicy. I truly agree. I'm not about to just say some outlandish things like Sonic Chronicles is better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like I'm not that crazy insane person. That this is stuff I agree on. And let's just get straight into it. I know the comments are about to low-key be crazy. I can already tell. Starting off, I mean, we could just get this out the way. Y'all saw it on my Reddit. Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic and the Black Knight is a better game than Sonic Adventure 2. I have Sonic and the Black Knight as a better game than Sonic Adventure 2. Mainly for the fact that replayability is so much better. I'm a person who really cares about replayability and controls. I think Sonic and the Black Knight has some crazy controls, but oddly better than Black Knight. I mean not better, but better than Sonic Adventure 2. Oddly better than Sonic Adventure 2. I like playing as the other characters, like rather Shadow, Knuckles, and Blaze, than playing as some of the other characters in Sonic Adventure 2. I get Black Knight, we get to them late, super late, but I like it better than Sonic Adventure 2, honestly. Like, Sonic Adventure 2 to me only bleeds Black Knight, honestly, in music. And probably final boss. I probably would even say the final boss I probably like more in Black Knight. The gameplay I honestly think is better. I think Black Knight gameplay is addicting. It's stupidly fun. I don't know why. It's just like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I know you have a Wii remotes and stuff. You have to just swing and everything, but that's fun. That's really fun, and I really enjoyed that. Then honestly, playing with some of the issues with Sonic Adventure 2, and plus I don't even think Sonic and Black Knight has camera issues really. When I was playing this game, it never had camera issues. This game, camera issues. Yeah. That's just my personal hot take. That's my first hot take. That's my very first hot take. Whew. I'm gonna just drag it down just to get out the way. Sonic CD. I'm not gonna be talking about all these games, by the way. I just want to just bring up some games. I think I was as days went on, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic Mania, Superstars. I think it's all better than Sonic CD. I think Sonic CD is the worst out of the entire classic Sonic games, which is so funny because I still think it is a 7.5 out of 10. It is a really, really good game. I never loved CD like that. I always thought CD was a decent game. I even went back to play it and I'm like, it's still just good vibes, good, decent. And I know people who love this game. People love CD. I understand that. I think CD is good. I think it's a good game that doesn't do anything that's fantastic other than music. Music, I will say, is peak. CD music is peak. I'm gonna do a full-on reaction to their entire playlist. CD music is absolutely beyond fire. But I'll be honest with y'all. I would replace 3, 2, Mania, Superstars any other week. Sonic 1 is so close to CD, but I think I'm going to give Sonic 1 the edge because I do think some of the platforming is a little bit better. I think they're both they're like equal. Like they're almost like low-key equal. But dang, I'm gonna stick on it. I'm gonna stick towards it. I think Sonic CD is the worst out of the entire classic Sonic games, which is super crazy because I still think CD is a really, really good game. That's the craziest part. I think CDs are still a really, really good game, and it's the worst out of all of them. Ooh, what is my next hot take? What is my next hot take? Let's get this out the way. Sonic Secret Rings. Sonic Secret Rings, and I'm even gonna bring, where is it? Sonic Free Riders. When people say the worst Sonic game in the entire franchise, I have a hard time trying to think of a bigger, worse game than these two. And I'm talking about even. Actually, shoot, my fault. I didn't even see Boom right. I keep forgetting Boom was actually on this list. It's these 3 games. Yeah, my fault. My fault, y'all. My fault. Out of these 3 games, I have a hard time trying to figure out what is the worst Sonic game. But when people bring up the worst Sonic game of all time, I think it's these. These are the 3 discussions I always think to the side of my head. Sonic, I think when people say, when I think of the worst, absolute worst, garbage, trash, worst Sonic game of the entire franchise, Sonic Boom, Sonic Free Riders, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't know which one is the worst. I don't know which one's the worst. Actually not. Yes, I do. It's Sonic Boom. And then I'll say Sonic Free Riders. I probably would play Free Riders before I play Sonic Boom, because at least Free Riders controls suck so bad that it's so unplayable, but it got some type of style, I guess. And it got some music. Boom don't got anything. So I would say I would say Free Riders, and then probably Secret Rings. But I hate when people talk about the worst Sonic game and they always say Sonic 06, Sonic Forces. It's like, what are we talking about? Those games are like mediocre or bad. There's a difference between bad and straight up awful. Like, those games are mid or bad, and it's like these 3 are awful. Like, clear cut, awful. I do not care. My very next hot take is, I'ma just bring it. Sonic Runners, and I can even bring in Sonic Runners Adventure. I don't know if it's on the list. It's not really a hot take. Like, this is about to be this is about to be the coldest take on my entire list. I think Sonic Runners is the best mobile game. I definitely do believe it's better than Sonic Dash. It's Sonic better than Sonic Jump. It's the only Sonic game on mobile where I'm like, I truly had a great time. Like, I had a really great fun time. And dang, I just realized Dream Team is right here, and I don't even like, Dream Team is a mobile game too, but I know they gonna make it a console one day. I might be coping. I might be super coping right now, but I think they're gonna make this a console one day, and I'm not gonna put this a part of Sonic Runners. I think they will. I think they will. This game is due for a console release. Whew. This is the biggest hot take that I think y'all not ready for. Sonic Battle. And I'll just bring down all the advanced games. And I'll bring in the Sonic Rider games. And even like I'm bringing in all these games, guys. I'm bringing in all these games for this. Foo. I can even bring it to the Olympics. It doesn't really matter. I think Sonic Battle. I'm not gonna say think. Sonic Battle is the best side Sonic game in the entire franchise. I think Sonic Battle, and when I consider side Sonic games, I mean like a side Sonic game that has literally, it's not a 2D Sonic game, it's not a 3D Sonic game, and it's not a mainline. It's not a mainline game. It's not a mainline game. So when I think about Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, all the classics, basically all the modern and stuff like that, I think it is the best classic. Not classic. It is the best side Sonic game of all time. And unfortunately, that includes Sonic Crossworlds. That includes like, I was having this debate the other day. Let me bring in Sonic Fighters 2, since some of these are Sonic side games. I was having this debate the other day. I was like, what's a side Sonic game that I truly believe is better? Crossworlds or Sonic Battle? I love Crosswords. I think Crosswords, y'all know how I feel about Crosswords. I love Crosswords. I think Crosswords is peak. Crosswords is amazing. But dang, I was playing Battle the other day. They're so neck and neck. I'm not gonna lie. They're so neck and neck. One day I could say Battle, then one day I could say Crossworlds. Not even to bring up the 2012 Olympics. But I'm gonna stick strong and say Sonic Battle. I'm still gonna. When I stand on a take, I stand on a take, bro. I'm about to low-key change my mind low-key after this video. No, I think it's close. I think it's definitely close between these three games, though. I definitely think it's close between these three games. I don't think it's close at all with the Rider series. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. My own hot take, I think Sonic Riders is a mediocre game. I don't know why people love this game so much. I truly do not understand why people love this game so much. Other than style and design, which it is the best in the series, I will say that. The design and style is the best of the series. It's a mediocre game, bro. It's just mediocre, honestly. Like, I thought Zero Gravity was pretty solid though. I'm actually one of the people that actually think Zero Gravity was a little bit better. I mean, they're both kind of in the same category as just but I think Zero Gravity is pretty better. I actually would dare to say Zero Gravity is a decent game actually. But it's better than the the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics 2016. Rumble Fighters are, I do think Fighters are a really good game. I don't have to talk about Team Sonic Racing and Transformers Peak. So yeah, let's just move these two too, and yeah, let's get to the big games. Let's get to the big games. Let's get to like the big games. So yeah, everything up here pretty much is just the mainline game that I consider a mainline game. Well, yeah, we could. I didn't even see these two. Whew. I'm gonna do three. I'm gonna do a couple more. Sonic Rush. Boost formula is better than Sonic Rush boost formula is better than Colors boost formula. I think Colors boost form, and I'm specifically talking about the Wii or a console version. I think Colors boost formula is good. I do think it's probably the most lackluster in the entire boost formula, even like considering forces. I think Sonic Rush boost formula is way better than Colors, and I think I personally would even go as far to say it's not even remotely close. It's not even remotely close. And I think Rush handles Colors just better with like so many elements and like level design and gameplay that I don't have to talk about games because Sonic Rush is better. But I think the boost formula specifically, I'm giving that to Sonic Rush. That might be a cold take, but that's a take. Whew. This is gonna be a crazy hot take. Sonic Lost World 3DS specifically. 3DS specifically. And I'll even put them all together. Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog. In my full-on opinion, Sonic Lost World 3DS is equal amount to Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog. They're good. 7. Literally a 7. I did just say CD was a 7.5. I meant to say CD was as a 7 to me too. But Sonic Lost World 3DS, ironically, Sonic Lost World might fit better for a 3DS game than a Wii U game. Console version, honestly, because I was playing the 3DS version. I'm like, Lost World for 3DS is actually pretty darn decent. It's a pretty good game. It does a lot of cool things that I actually kind of enjoy. It's not flashy. It's not like crazy, but these games to me, with Shadow the Hedgehog, Lost World, and Sonic, are the games that have crazy issues, could be looked at as bad games, but in my opinion, I actually think they're solid, decent, and I honestly would say 7. I think they're all equal to one another. Like, I think that's my hot take. Like, they're all equal to one another. Which, honestly, I still stand on that. Now, which one's replayability? That's for another debate, another time. Replayability, I'd probably say Shadow, but yeah. Phew. Sonic 06. My hot take for Sonic 06 is everything about this game needs to be just. This is the one Sonic game they need to restart. This is the one Sonic game I feel like they need to restart everything. from characters, from story, from just everything. Like, out of every game that needs a remake in the entire franchise, that needs a remake. Now, I'm not talking about like I would want to see Hero get a remake, or some of these other games get remakes. Of course, this Sonic 06 is the one game that truly needs a remake. It needs a new story. It needs a new set of cast, and honestly, like, they need to change a lot with this game. They need to change so much with this game, because there's some good ideas. There are some good ideas. Rather, a silver story that I actually personally liked. Shadow characterization is peak. I do think Shadow characterization is really good. Of course, the music is wonderful. Sonic 06 is the one game where they need to do it, bro. They need to do it. And it's like, let's stop stalling, Sega. Like, please just do it. Phew. I'm gonna say this is... I'm gonna say Sonic Mania and Sonic 3 and Knuckles is next. Sonic Mania, Sonic 3 and Knuckles are the best Sonic games. Not even close. Not even remotely close. The best Sonic games in the entire franchise. It's not even close. They're the only Sonic games that is a 10 out of 10. Every other Sonic game in the entire franchise is not a 10 out of 10. Sonic Unleashed, my favorite Sonic game of all time. My favorite video game of all time, next to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It's not even a 10 out of 10. I think Sonic Mania... I have Sonic Mania and Sonic 3 and Knuckles as the only 10 out of 10 game in the entire Sonic franchise. I don't think there's a single game that comes close to those two. I don't think there's a single thing that comes close to them. I don't even think there's a... I think we're so... Shadow Generations might be the closest, and even then, it's not even close. Like, there's a bit, like, Shadow Generations, I think I gave like a 9.6 or 9.7. Like, if we can go over 10, Sonic Mania and Sonic 3 and Knuckles would not even be a 10 out of 10. They would be they're so straight ahead every other Sonic game. It's not even funny. I just don't see a world where I ever can see a Sonic game ever getting to that level. I think, again, honestly, I think there might be one more, but I don't know, bro. These games, these two games are the only two games I truly believe are untouchable as being the number 1 or 2 placements of the best Sonic games of all time. I do think Mania is the best. But I'm not gonna lie, some days I could go with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, some days I could go with Sonic... It's interchangeable. It's literally interchangeable. These are just broken. Like, it's interchangeable. It's literally interchangeable. Sonic Colors DS and Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes and Sonic Colors DS. I think these are the... I think Sonic Colors DS and Sonic Heroes are two of the most underrated Sonic games that I feel like till probably this day. I'm thinking more and more about it, and I feel confident saying this. I feel like Sonic Colors DS don't get talked about at all, because I will be honest, it's better than Sonic Colors on the Wii. It's better than a lot of these games that I just listed. I think Sonic Heroes is underrated and overhated Because I don't know where this notion that Sonic Heroes is a bad game came from. Sonic Heroes is nowhere near a bad game. I'm personally still playing it right now, and I still don't see anything bad about the game. I'm going to get that on the channel soon. I'm really going to get that on the channel soon. And there is something about Sonic Heroes that's just... How do people think it's a bad game? I think these two are the most underrated Sonic games in the entire franchise. And I feel confident saying that. At first I had Black Knight, then people started saying the CGI moments in Black Knight are like the best moments in the franchise, which I still agree on. And I still think some other things about Black Knight's been kind of getting overrated the last couple of days. Because I think Black Knight's peak, but it's not. Y'all saying it's like top 3 best Sonic games. Like, okay, chill. But I think DS and Heroes are the most underrated ones, especially DS. Heroes is getting overhated, but I still think it's extremely underrated. I put them all together. I'll put them actually all together. Sure, why not? Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations. I even put Shadow Generations. I think when it comes to the that's not my hot take. I think when it comes to the boost formula, Unleash Generations and Shadow Generations is peak. They're straight up peak. Amazing. Sonic X Shadow Generations is a better game than Sonic Unleash and Sonic Generations. To the point where as much as I love Unleash, as much as I really do want to put it in front of Sonic X Shadow Generations, because I love the game more. I mean, I grew up with Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed is my favorite game of all time. It's almost laughable how Shadow Generations is better than both of these two games. And people try and put them in arguments, and I kind of get why they try and put them in arguments, especially Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Generations, I don't really see the argument really much. People say Shadow Generations is better anyway. I think Sonic X Shadow Generations does everything better than Sonic Generations. And I think it's almost laughable how Sonic Unleashed is even comparable to Sonic X Shadow Generations, considering Sonic Unleashed has some trippy things that's going on with the Werehog stages a lot. And I think Shadow Generations is perfect. It's near perfection. The only thing I can ever critique about Shadow Generations is it's short. It's short. It's a short game. And I'm gonna be honest, they didn't have to like make the lines in Sonic Generations different. Like, they didn't have to change the lines at all. Like, I thought that was kind of weird that they changed the lines. I think, yeah. But yeah, I think Sonic X Shadow Generations is so beyond better than these two games that I'm gonna be honest, I could put in Frontiers with this too. Cause I love Frontiers, but come on, bro. It's when you bring up Shadow Generations compared to Sonic Unleashed and Frontiers, it's just laughable. And and I love Unleash. I love Frontiers. But I have to sit down and play a game. Be so serious. Be so serious. Be so serious. I'm gonna put these two down here because I'm not gonna lie, I've not touched some of these games. I've never played Sonic Rush Adventure, so I can't comment on anything about Sonic Rush Adventure. And Sonic Boom and these two, I mean, I just don't. You're not gonna really see me play that game. I'm not gonna lie. Whew. Spicy hot take that's about to come in. Sonic Superstars. And I'll even put I'll put Sonic 2 with it. And I'll put I'll put Mario Sonic the Hedgehog in front of it and with it too. My hot take for Sonic Superstars is Sonic Superstars is a top 10 Sonic game. Superstars have gotten so much hate over the years. I would never understand why. I truly would never understand why. This is the one game where it's really cool looking at, really cool playing. The Chaos Emeralds are peak fiction. Like it's the using the Chaos Emeralds to go in the levels and everything. Fire, amazing, gorgeous, amazing. There's no reason why this game has gotten hate. I think people who actually do not like this game, you're bad at it, or I don't know. I really don't know. Sonic Superstars is just a top 10 Sonic game. I truly believe it's a game where I think it's top 10. I think it's one of the better games to come out of the 2020s so far. If you're telling me in the 2020s, you have Sonic Frontiers, Shadow Generations, Crossroads, Sonic Superstars, all these other games, and so forth and so forth. Dare I say, it's top 3, top 2. But yeah, I think Sonic Superstars is a top 10 Sonic game, and I think it's a really great game. Sonic 2 is better than Sonic so I feel like Sonic 2 is better than Sonic 3. Not better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's better than Sonic 3. I finally understand the difference between the two games. I don't know why I always felt like I didn't know really the big difference between the two games. I thought they were kind of like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's like, you know, I thought I kind of like knew the big difference, but I kind of see that big difference now. Yeah, I think Sonic 2 is better than Sonic 3. Just cooler and better. I think it has better stages and levels. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is my hot take. I must say my hot take about the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It is the only Sonic game in the entire franchise where I feel like they should do again. I'm not one of those people to be like Sonic needs to do another adventure game, or they need to do another Heroes game, or like we need a Sonic Heroes 2, we need a Sonic Adventure 3, we need a Sonic Generations 2 or whatnot. Like, I would love for them to make another, not the Mother Sonic the Hedgehog, but another mystery Sonic game. This is Sonic Murder Sonic the Hedgehog is the most unique Sonic game in the entire franchise. I think they should do another mystery Sonic game entirely. There's no reason why they have not still. I think Murder Sonic the Hedgehog is the most unique. That actually might be my hot take. It's actually the most unique Sonic game in the entire franchise that I would love for them to make a sequel of. And I don't think games need sequels in a Sonic franchise. I really don't. Of course, Frontiers kind of needs one, but I would say that I would say just I would say it's probably the most unique and probably the one that needs the most out of it. It needs a sequel. It definitely needs a sequel. And then I think I'm gonna do one more. I didn't even bring this down. Oh my goodness, I just now seeing this. My fault. My last hot take that I will give out. My last hot take I will give out is Sonic Adventure. I think Sonic Adventure to this day is I think Sonic Adventure is a top 5 Sonic game, but also I think Sonic Adventure is the single most I'm not gonna say important Sonic game of all time. I think the most important game of all time is Sonic 1, but it's probably the most what's the word? Looked up on Sonic game of all time. That the Sonic pose from the actual Sonic pose from Sonic Adventure is the most iconic thing in the entire franchise, and I will stand on that hill every single time. Sonic doing that pose in Sonic Adventure is Sonic. Sonic Adventure is probably the Sonic game where I feel like is the most everything, the most character out of Sonic, the most adventurous out of Sonic. The poses and everything. That is Sonic Adventure is revolutionary. I think Sonic Adventure just pose itself is so iconic that is the perfect way of just saying like that's what Sonic as a franchise is. Cool, fun, the coolest he's ever been, pose wise, cool wise, and everything. I think Sonic Adventure, and I will stand by that the entire franchise. Other than that, I think that's probably my last hot take. I mean, I'll probably just quickly just say Sonic 4, Sonic 4 2 is Sonic Generations on 3DS is better than these two. Yeah, I don't really have any hot takes to say about any. Ironically, Sonic Chronicles has the best character interactions. I don't know why, but it kind of does. And you talk about the Sonic franchise, it kind of has the best interactions with every single Sonic game. But that just means we just need a new RPG game. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It just means we just need a new RPG game because I feel like I could easily just take over it. Sonic Forces and Sonic Lost World, and I even say Sonic 3D Blast, they're not bad games, but the most mediocre games you're ever gonna get in the entire franchise. The most mediocre games you're easily gonna get on the entire franchise. And I don't got anything to say about these. This would be on console. This would be on console. And yeah, that's kind of my hot take. That's kind of the last thing I gotta say about the franchise. I think if you want my character, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my goodness, talking about the games is so funny because I could easily have talked about the characters and said like, I think Silver's a better character than Shadow, or Amy's still the best girl character in the entire franchise, which I will stand on that hill. I think Amy character is the best girl character in the entire franchise, bro. But yeah, that's my hot takes. That's my hot takes. I like to be spicy. Look. When it comes to hot takes, I like to be spicy with my hot takes. When I say my hot takes, I personally do believe a lot of them. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I believe in all of them, honestly. But it's a hot take for a reason. I don't expect people to agree with my takes. I expect, again, I know people are not gonna agree with my takes. I'm not gonna agree with your takes. But be cool in the comment section. Be cool in the comment section, please. But like, comment, subscribe, share. Comment down below y'all hot takes for the Sonic franchise, whether it's games, comics, movies, TV shows, and yeah, so forth. SP3, we out here. Peace.